Agency owners, are you tired of burning leads that aren't ready to buy? Here's how to convert cold leads into high-ticket clients using my 3-step agency client journey framework. Now, this is designed to help you tailor the perfect messaging to your lead list and convert more high-paying clients, so be sure to watch this video until the end to get the full scoop. And if we're just meeting for the first time, my name is Nathan. I'm a fractional CMO and business coach, and I help 7-figure agency owners scale predictably and profitably. And if you'd like to take the first step to scale your agency, then you need a scaling roadmap. So if you want my 8-step scaling roadmap, you can click the link above or below this video to access that resource. It's totally free, and it's going to help you have a clear path for the next year to help you scale your agency. Now, jumping in here to the content, the big problem that I see a lot of agency owners have is that they're going direct to sale with their marketing. So they're running these funnels and they are generating leads, and they are essentially taking a cold lead and trying to get them on a sales call as quickly as possible to make as much money as they can, right? But the problem with this is that at least 90% of the market is just not ready to buy now. So they say only 3% of the market is actually ready to make a purchase decision. That means that you have 97% of your leads out there that are just getting burned or going by the wayside. And it's much harder to get these leads to come back on a call with you once they've already said no, or that they need to think about it, or that they need more time. So this method is going to help you meet leads where they're at, nurture them long-term, and convert more of your audience to clients over time. And this just has a consistent compounding effect. So let's dive into the framework. So I have the agency client journey. There are 3 archetypes. So you have the bystander, the evaluator, and the buyer. Now, the bystander, this person is kind of standing on the sidelines. Their mindset is that they are not aware of the problem that they have. They just have symptoms of the problem, right? So the goal with this person is not to sell them. We don't want to just jump straight to buyer, but we want to get them to an evaluation phase where they're actually aware of their problems and they're considering how to actually solve them, right? So the main goal here is education, and we do that through great messaging. So we want to make content around the pain that they're in, the problem that they have, and the consequences of not solving that problem. So once they realize that, hey, this is actually a problem and there's going to be consequences, now they move to the evaluation stage. Now, the timeline for this person to buy, which is about 60 to 70% of the market, this is going to be about a 1 to 2 year time frame for them to become a client, right? Things are either going to stay the same for them and get worse over time, or the problem's going to become exacerbated to the point that they're like, I need help, I need to solve this. And we can speed up this realization through the right content strategy. Now, next we have the evaluator. So the evaluator says, hey, I know I have a problem. This is costing me a lot of pain, and I need to find an expert who can actually help me solve this. I need to find someone I can trust. And so the main mindset of this person, and the main shift we have to make, is we want to take them to a point of saying, hey, I believe this agency is the one that can help me. I know I have a problem. It's been creating all these issues in my business, and if this doesn't change, things are headed down a bad path, right? So I need more leads, I need more sales for my business, I need a marketing engine to actually grow my business, and right now I'm just coasting on referrals and networking, and it's not working, right? So we want to get this person from evaluator to the buying phase. And so we do that with messaging around your process, your method, any frameworks that you have. So these 3 things are going to give their intellectual mind something to latch onto, right? They're going to be like, okay, this agency has a process that I can actually follow to get the result that I want. You also want to show them the vision of like, here's where your business could be. And we want to create the belief that you're the expert who can help them. And we do that through demonstrating authority, through demonstrating credibility. So things like any PR features, awards you've won, speaking, any podcasts you've been on. These are all great ways to build authority and credibility. And we also want to add a ton of value in our content and actually solve their problems, right? So if they're getting value, if they see you as an authority, if they see you have a process, then that's going to help them move to the next stage where they have this epiphany where they say, hey, this agency is the agency to help me. I just need to check a few more boxes before I'm ready to buy. So going down to the buyer, this is about 3 to 10% of the market. Evaluator is about 20 to 30% of the market. And going down here where we have the people who are actually ready to buy at 3 to 10% of the market, their mindset is, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to make a change. I just need to address like a few concerns, right? So the goal here is to create urgency and simplify the buying process as much as possible to make it easy for them to become a client. So when we get to this phase, the messaging we need to use is addressing objections, painting a clear vision before and after working with you, what their business will look like, and giving them a clear path to schedule a call and take that next step. So we need to get this person to like an I'm ready kind of moment. I'm ready for the next level. And the timeline for this person to buy is less than 30 days. So to recap, we have less than 30 days, 3 to 6 months, and then the bystander is going to be 1 to 2 years. And again, we can speed up this process with our content and just a general overview of things. Like you could do long form content for the bystander. You could have podcasts that you do. You could have a blog. You could have articles. You could have long form trainings that they watch. And then they go down to the evaluation standpoint where now they're on your email list. They're getting a daily newsletter from you that helps shift some beliefs like we talked about, where they see your process, they see your method, they see the value that you bring and the problems that you solve, and they see that you're actually an authority and an expert in the space. And then that takes them down to the point where they say, hey, I'm ready to make a change and I know this agency is the right one to help me. And at the buyer stage, some of the best things that we can do, we can run a webinar to the audience that we've built. So you can basically create a conversion event through that webinar. You'll have the warmest leads on that call, and you'll basically pitch them a call at the end of the webinar, get them into the buying phase, get them into your sales process. And these are the best clients, the ones who go through this whole process with you. Like imagine a lead's been in your funnel for 3 to 6 months. They've been consuming your content. They see the value you bring. They understand how you can solve their problem. They see that you're an authority and an expert in the space. And then when they get on a webinar with you, now they're like, wow, this person is amazing. I need what they have. I'm ready to take the leap. You invite them on a call, and from that call, you enroll them into your agency as a client. Now, some other types of funnels for the buyer, aside from the webinar, you can do retargeting ads with a VSL. That's very effective. You could do a short challenge, like a 3-day challenge or even 2-day challenge by the time they're at this phase. These types of longer form events with intent are very, very good for converting leads and getting the most committed and best clients. So when you get this process right, you make the most money hands down versus just marketing to this lower segment and then burning everybody who's up here. So you want to effectively market to the full spectrum with the correct messaging and have a solid nurture process where you are just keeping in touch with them for 3 to 6 months, even years. And what will happen over time, right? The traditional model right now is like direct to sale. I'm just going to get all the buyers in the market for my offer and, to heck with the rest of the people. But if you get this right, you start to see a waterfall effect of new clients into your business. So what will happen is maybe your ROAS year 1 is 2, but then year 3 it goes to 3, 4, 5, and it just keeps compounding because you've created an audience and a solid pipeline of leads. And now you have a marketing engine in your business, right? You're generating leads at the bystander or evaluator point of their journey. You are running conversion events for buyers every quarter, and then you are just bringing on a handful of clients every single quarter in mass, and that's just going to compound your ROAS over time. So this is the best strategy in my mind to capture the most market share, to create a marketing engine in your business that's predictable, that's reliable, that doesn't burn people who aren't ready to buy. And I'm curious, guys, what's your biggest takeaway from this video? Could you comment below? Let me know. And if you want more awesome tips like this to scale your agency. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next training.